the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the ground, it's Overton. Crosses the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Motion from the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now on the move. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 after the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Wilson on the carry. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the single back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, running back gets to give. Can't get him to the ground. On the move at the 30. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Try to get it to the edge. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll ride his man on the option. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right here. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Mississippi State right back to the line. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's looking deep. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They get to the line quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Holds it in on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. The run from the shotgun. Gets away from what? Continues to fight for yards. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they made the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Unloads to the right. Got the quick pass. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive.
Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll send the back in motion. Taylor wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Wide open on the right. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Hokies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Looking for space. It's Overton. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and they're trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Bulldogs want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Oh, he's got some space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught them in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Virginia Tech, 42. Mississippi State, 3.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Wilson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He wants to throw it again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. And the heat gets home. They knock knock him down back at the 45. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
The official says no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Lyle. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll try the outside to the left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back has it. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Throwing right. It's caught. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.